is somebody you judge for yourself. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like my movies always say, everybody ain't your friend, little nigga. She said that to me just like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And as I get older,
You realize.
I discern it. I recognize it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like the mob, you know what the mob say? A friend of mine is a friend of yours, but not all the time.
Right.
Because he's a friend of Breakers. I mean, he's a friend of mine, but I don't dislike
But
Breakers.
that,
Can't fight. Talk that. Talk the podcast. Talk that shit. We're back. Apologize for the hiatus, the inconvenience. However, we're here, still live and direct. But anyway, I am your host, Elefante, as well as my trusty pal, my friend, underline that word, adjacent to me, the skipper. But anyway, we're gonna do a repeat of What About Your Friends Part 2 right here, because we need to do that, because it's been a lot of conversations him and I been having, not just between us, but between other people who don't know who their friends are, who think their friends are still their friends, but nevertheless, friends is somebody you judge for yourself. You know what I mean?
right.
Like my movies always say, everybody ain't your friend, little nigga. She said that to me just like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And as I get older,
You realize.
I discern it. I recognize it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like the mob, you know what the mob say? A friend of mine is a friend of yours, but not all the time.
Right.
Because he's a friend of Breakers. I mean, he's a friend of mine, but I don't dislike
But
Breakers.
that, you know,
But
you going by the word of somebody who you feel as though their word is solid.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? But you know, everything don't taste good to everybody's tongue. You know what I mean? Everything ain't for everybody. Some people can't go or can't come where you're going. It's all relative. What about your friends? What is the definition of friends?
And how do you determine that?
How do you determine who your friends are?
Because I know now. I mean, I didn't know back then. I you know, I consider, if you're from my block, you're my friend, but you're really not. You're my block boy.
Nah.
You're my boy from the block. It's like when we in the joint, when dudes be like, yo, my homeboy, because he's from my hometown.
Right.
Now, I discerned that now. I put it because you said that, because he my boy because he's from my block. You told me that about like a month ago.
Right.
And I said, yo, well, he right.
Right. You know, I mean,
He's not my friend, but I'm sadly mistaken. Okay, I was lost at that time and juncture.
No, you was just dealing with the feelings of what you was brought up on. That street image, that street mentality. Your mind was on that. But as you grow, you know, the tree syndrome, you grow up and you grow out.
Branches and shit.
Once you become an adult mentally, because a lot of people, even though they're past the age of 25, they still be childish.
Of course.
But it's not faulty. It's not people's fault that they be that way. People be stuck in their ways because people don't grow. People don't venture out and see other things.
But then go ahead.
Most of us, when we coming up, we stay where we came up at. A lot of people really don't travel and see things and go places. Believe me, because if you traveled all the time, if you got up out of the normalcy all the time, the people that you are friendly with, or cool with, they're going to show you who they are, because they're going to tag along. They're going to either be with that because they're on the same page,
yes.
or they're not. Like my man Psych J told me, man, I can't be around you if we're not doing the same things. If we're not doing the same thing, what's the purpose of
it's
me
quite
being
evident.
around? You know what I mean? So I can't, you know. And then you don't have to be around your friends every day, your true friends.
Of course not.
Because people have lives, people do what they need to do, you know, do whatever they have to do and stuff like that. You know, just because I'm around you every day, that's just giving you more ammunition and strength if you're not my friend, if you're my frenemy, to be able to
criticize me to the fact
like,
like, yo,
world when you get away from me. You know how many times people done been around each other and then go to the next person and talk bad about their situation. The person ain't doing good, or person flat on their back.
Yeah.
Anything, but be it monetary reasons, relationships,
the children,
mentally, children, the whole nine. People be going through stuff and they go to people in confidence, or sometimes they let people be around their circle to see things that's going on in their life, and then here they go, the other person go and talk about that person to the next person. So now, you know what I mean? Like, you don't know who is who and what is what. This is not to deter anybody from who they feel as though they're friends. Live your life. You just talking, I'll talk, because these type of things these conversations we have all the time about who are your friends. Do you really have friends? Do you have frenemies? Do you be sleeping with the enemy? You don't know what you're doing right now. But to test the water, some things you can do, and it will determine if you really have friends or not. The one thing that you can do, if you have a friend, or you claim that these people are your friends, lend people money. You'll see who's your friend then. You know how many times people done fell out behind lending people money. You know what I mean? People, you can give somebody some money and they will find a way to get it fucked up with you, so they don't have to pay you that money.
I went through that not too long ago. You know what I mean? But it was a lifelong lesson.
And I would tell people all the time, if you can't part ways with it, don't let it go. I mean, if you can't look to say, okay, I can stand and take that loss, you know, if you can take that loss, let it go. But if you can't take that loss, you find a reason not to give that person that money, or you can just simply say, no, I don't give out money. I don't do that. But if you want to have that determination of a person is your friend, that's one of the ways to find out. Lend somebody some money. And I'm not talking about a petty $20 or something like that. It might be a few $100s.
No matter how much it is.
But the longer that you go with the longer you go with owing somebody some money, the more it seems like it's coming out of your pocket. So it's going to be harder to come off the money. You dig what I'm saying? This is what I know.
Yeah.
Personal experiences. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
It be like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But that's just one realm or one dimension of like dealing with friends and all that. What do you feel is what dimension you want to touch on as far as
everybody is your friend, man. I'll go back to what my mother used to always tell me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I didn't capture that at that time in juncture.
Right.
Because I know I had to learn my weakness.
Mm-hmm.
You got it. Everybody had to learn their weakness. Whatever your weakness is, learn it. I knew a few things was in my weakness, but later on down the line, I had to figure out what my weakness was, thinking everybody was my friend and being loyal.
Right.
From the block.
Right.
From the murder.
Right.
So I'm loyal to him because he's my friend. Yo, as time progressed, nah, he ain't my friend. Now that we're embarking on friendships and figuring out and dissecting it, nah, you my block boy. That doesn't mean I don't like you.
Right.
So when you see me after this podcast, and if you're watching, don't run up on me. Am I your friend, Muhammad? Nah. I just want to get that across real fast. Yeah. People are going to come up to you probably when I ask them this. No, you're not my friend. I know who my friend is, but this is my trusty pal. See, a friend is someone I can trust. You know what I mean? I trust him. You know what I mean? He don't land base me. He give me constructive criticism. Like I said in the first podcast, the first day I said, yo, no, sometimes you might land base me break. But that was the wrong, but then I rephrased it. I said, no. He said, why? And I said, I will argue with you when I said that, Joe, you would tell me something from a friend perspective, and I argue with you. Then I go home and be like, your Rick was right. And you be like, yo, why would you do that? That's my friend. You my friend.
What you was dealing with? Foolish pride?
It wasn't even the pride. I just wanted to just
the ego
battle.
Oh.
But that's my friend though. You my friend. You my friend.
People fall out behind stuff like that.
Well, I would never fall out like that.
You
I like
may
that type
not.
of shit.
No,
I know.
What if it would have touched me the wrong
exactly.
way?
Huh?
What if it would have touched me the wrong way by you going back and forth with me about something and you knew I was right? What if it felt? What if I
even though I liked it that she know I was doing that shit for the fun of it.
Right, but I'm saying it could have touched me the wrong way.
Right, but I already knew you were my trusty pal. So I knew.
But I'm just saying. Just imagine how many people go through stuff like that. 25,
30 years later, so that wasn't really your friend.
Yeah, then going into the numbers. In 25, 30 years, look, it take you a long time to get from 10 years to 50. That's a long walk. Those are many moons that pass by. But every day is a new day. Every night is a new night. So when you're dealing with people, although they seem the same, they're new people every day and every night. The walk is the walk. Sooner or later, you're going to see something that you may not like when you mature or you become someone else, because you have to grow up and grow out sooner or later. Yeah, you can still dwell with the people that you deal with, but the one thing that you have to, there's a few things that you have to stand on when it's dealing with friendship. You got to deal with respect. You got to deal with honor. You got to deal with love. You know what I'm saying? And you got to deal with honesty,
And loyalty.
and loyalty, of course.
Loyalty, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Those
cover
things
the whole
like that.
gamut right there.
Yeah. Because like I tell you, if you're a friend to a person, you can have a debate. There's a difference between a debate and a fucking argument. I'm not falling out with none of my
I ain't
friends.
got time to argue with you.
I don't even know. If I fell out with any of my friends, they were never my friends. It just took me a long
That's what
time
I'm saying.
to see it. And it,
Yeah, they knew that they wasn't your friend.
but
they-
I mean, I wasn't no angel and none of that shit. I was a piece of shit to them
Of course,
too.
it was miscommunication.
And I accept that shit. I embrace that shit that I was that type of person with them. But I was that person with them because I knew how I had to be with them.
Hey, yo,
Because I'm gonna respect who I respect. You
it's
dig me?
crazy. Yo, that's crazy, break. Because like, if you're my friend and you're a piece of shit, and I got to deal with you, I gotta put myself in your position. So I know I'm gonna deal with him like he's a trash motherfucker. You're not my friend if I gotta deal with you. You're a trash person.
Right.
Why I gotta deal with you as a trash person in order to?
I mean, your
You
friends,
get what I'm saying?
but
No,
your
that's
friends
not my
are
friend,
your
no.
friends. Just because
Yo.
you know exactly what you're saying, but we in the streets, when we come up in the streets,
Just
a
from
lot of
perspective,
times
yes.
we may have friends that really are pieces of shit. For real, like terrible. But nevertheless, they're our friends. We may have friends that people don't like. We talked about this the other day. I can name 2 people right now that people don't really like, but those are my friends. And I know that they will come, if I call, they will come no
back.
problem.
Yes, and that's
You know what I'm saying?
back
One
to-
of them, I'm going to shoot his name. Matter of fact, I'll shoot 2 names out there. Marcus Walls and my boy Marky. Them 2, they coming. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, people don't be feeling certain people, but those are my guys at the end of the day. And they got who they deal with every day. They have their friends and stuff like that. But, the respect is the respect.
Yes.
The honor is the honor. The love is the love. You know what I'm saying?
That's-
So those are 2 people that people I know is specifically Marcus. And he know that. We talk about it all the time. People can't stand him.
That's beautiful.
You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, that's still my guy. You know what I'm saying? But he could be who they believe is a piece of shit or whatever they, however they look at him. But at the end of the day, that's still my guy. And we just hold each other in high regards because I feel as though he hold me in high regard. So I'm definitely gonna hold him in high regard. You know what I mean? This is just a different world when it comes to dealing with friends and knowing their place and knowing your place with your friends. I'm not gonna ever these next 50 years of my life gonna sit back and be trying to make friends to the point where, man, we got 50 years in. I can't look back 50 years after the 50 years done passed by and say, damn, we went through a lot. 50 years from now, I might not be here. More than likely, I'm not gonna be here 50 years from now. You dig what I'm saying? So it is what it is right now. What I have is what I'm gonna hold on to. And everybody that knows that feels in their heart that they're my friend, 99% of the time, they're my friend. We are friends. I have a lot of friends too. I have a lot of friends, but I have a lot of friends. But I don't have a lot of friends. You can chop it in half. You know what I mean? So you just, it's just weird, man, to be dealing with people and know that people really don't hold you in high regards. People do a lot of foul, disrespectful, dirty shit behind your back. You don't even know it. You don't know it. But then when you find out about it, it's how you handle it. But I'm not going to let a conversation that we can have break up the friendship over a person that'll sit back and really dog me out. And I had a cousin that grew up with a guy who was his best friend. The guy, I don't know what happened, but he ended up stabbing my cousin. Like really, like fuck my cousin up. Like that type of shit. Like, yo, they grew up together like friends on the same street, like best friends. Like, how does that happen? But best friends become strangers. Isn't that what Nas said?
That's what he said.
Sometimes you can become strangers, but that probably was never your friend.
Anyway, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, dude be holding jealousy. What we broke down, what a
carbon copy. Want to be a carbon copy.
Yeah, the jealousy. What does it go to? The envy brings jealousy. The jealousy brings resentment.
And then the hate comes.
Then the hate comes. And when the hate comes, woo, it's a different level because the hate can come The hate can be right there chilling with you,
The red flag,
loving
right?
you, showing you support, giving you money, supporting you, but at the same time waiting for you to fall, to do you dirty, to come behind you and do you something foul, because your guard is let down. Them the worst ones you can deal with.
Yeah.
The people that be jealous of you, that be envious of you, that resent, that turns into resentment, that turns into fucking hate.
Check it out though. Here,
Whew.
know the stuff, yo. Know the stuff with the person that you think your friends are, like when y'all have conversations and when you're always tuned in to what your friend's talking about, and then when here you come trying to, give your point about something that you're going through. Oh, what you say? Hold on. You get what I'm saying, Break?
Right.
Yo. Why are you? Cause I go through shit like that. You know what I mean? I went through shit like that with a friend of mine. Like, yo, goddamn, son, when I'm trying to tell you about what's going on with me, every time you have something going on all the time, I'm hearing you and I'm listening. And I might not even give input sometimes, but I do give an input. And if I don't want to give my input, yo, you heard me? Yeah, I got you. But here's my point for what I'm going through now. My mind fucked. I told that. Nah, I don't want to hear that shit. It's not my friend. I need you to listen to me as well as I do with you. And give me input. If you can't give me no input, I just need your ear.
Right.
I need that.
Right.
That's not my friend if you're not doing that. That's where all red flags is right there in front of your face.
Right.
Pay attention. I mean, it took me a long time to pay attention though.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I was just so much of a down ass person to my guys from the Blida. You understand?
Yeah, that's the thing, and that's a problem.
But I'm out of that shell though.
That loyalty,
I'm
and
out
all
of that
that
shell.
stuff, that standing on honor, that shit can fuck you around at the end of the day. You know what I mean? People, it can do people dirty. You can do your own self dirty by being honorable, by standing on your square, that being true to, you know what I mean? True to yourself, true to your
Good
people.
thing I'm still alive because I stood on my square and it didn't do nothing to me in a major way where I could have just been flatlined. You know what I'm saying?
But see, we all hung in packs. So if something like that would have been done, it would have been dealt with differently. Now you deal with people individually. You understand what I'm saying? Back then in those times, we dealt with each other in packs. You might have, over time, you develop friendships with other people. Like I said, you grow up and then you grow out. But that's time. Time don't mean nothing unless it means something. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
What does time mean to a blade of grass? You know what I mean? Like, what does it mean? It just does what it do. What does it mean? But what you do with your time should be meaningful. You know what I'm saying? But that's over time. You have to grow and know what you need to know over time. So when you're dealing with people and the person do you dirty, they're gonna do you dirty because it ain't friendships around you. It's individual shit.
Yeah.
But if you got 10 motherfuckers around you back in the day, you know how we roll. We go 10, 15, 20 deep. You know what I'm saying? So when you got those type of people around you, a person don't have no time to be fake. They can be fake when they get home and be on that G Money shit, sniffing coke in the
But in the conglomeration, you can't be like that. They're gonna pick you out the bunch.
Right.
What up,
so
yo?
yeah, dudes gonna pull your card. You know what I mean? So dudes didn't have, just like females, they didn't have that time to be able to be phony. But once you start dealing with people individually, now is a time and a chance for a person to chime in and be on that fake shit. So now that's when problems occur. But then they got the secret weapons because they know your business as well as you know theirs. But they probably been paying more attention to your business, or you probably been more, you know what I mean, on the downward side of having good luck. You know what I mean? So people,
I wouldn't even say luck, I say fortune.
Fortune, but people kick dirt on you when you fall.
Yes, ready to.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Pick you up, dusting you off, laughing behind your back, hugging you. You know what I'm saying? There now.
Adding on everything.
There now. Laughing, you know what I'm saying?
Right in your back.
Loving the fact that you fell on your face and bust your mouth open and knocked your teeth out. You know what I mean?
Hey, yo,
love it.
Notice this. Because you're able to associates and allies doesn't mean that's your friend neither.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just because, I'm a guy that, I could build with you, verbalize with you, socialize with you. That don't mean I'm your friend.
Right.
Let's not make that no mistake, though. You know what I mean? Because I used to have people that used to come through the block. You got the Henny. You jump out. You're not my friend. Or you're not my block boy. I drink your Henny. Get the fuck out of here. You ain't get to that cell.
Right.
You got a friend to me? No, you don't.
Right.
He's trying to use that bottle. I like to do that. Yeah, I'm strategic always.
Right.
Remember that. But I'm just giving you an example, like motherfuckers try to be friendly with stuff like that.
Right.
I don't be friendly easy because I chop it up with you and kick the Willie Boat with a Bobby bullshit.
Right.
I mean, I'm your friend, you're an associate, but I know how we could go to war together. We could be in the can together.
Yeah, but
And
you
go to-
got, but
you're
see,
not my
you
friend.
meet people. Look, you can go to the army, you can go to the military, right? You never knew a person a day in your life, but you got to fight side by side with that person because you know y'all got to become the best of friends within that a split second.
Yeah, exactly.
And watch each other's back. You know what I'm saying? And then you develop friendships over time,
Yeah.
but you really don't know who that person
It
is.
is.
You know what I mean? Like,
Might be
I mean,
crazy
even,
stranger at the range,
yeah, like, I mean, even dealing with relationships, you don't know who you land in a bed with.
For real, yo. Word, yo.
You know how many times people done sat there, man, and ate dinner with their family, and men, for example, ate dinner with their family, the family laughing around the table. Man, he's sitting there saying, man, I gotta get the hell up out of here, man. I gotta go and deal with my people in Arkansas. He got another family somewhere, you know what I mean? So, yo, I gotta go on this business trip. I'll be back in 2 weeks. So now he gotta go and spend time with his people down there. You don't know who you're dealing with. Just like even with women, you don't know. Women will sit there and act like they going to work, but going to the, going to the strip club or going to get, a call girl. You don't know. You don't know who you dealing with, man. A lot of times we take a leap of faith and we deal with people just off of faith base. The faith base we deal with people. But everybody's claim to be real and 100. I can't use that word. It's selective for me. Just because a person is real with you don't mean that they're real to me. You know what I mean? I can't use that. I can't stand on that. I got to deal with people accordingly. That best benefits me. At the end of the day, it's not me using anyone, but it benefits my well-being. I need to be around people that's going to help me, that's going to push me to do better. I need to be around people that's going to keep me in good spirits. When you get older, man, you start getting a little more depressed and more, you know what I mean?
Things that really happen. I don't like that.
Because people done been through trauma. So people, you need to be around people that who's your friend, that's really your friend, that you can have that conversation with, and you can
really your guts, it's not going
to
right.
Hold it in confidence.
For real. Like you're my friend. You could be my mentor, my counselor with that type of stuff that you're talking about. You know what I mean?
Right.
Therapeutic. Like I spill my guts to you.
Right.
You heard me? I got a problem with that. I know you're my friend.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's a fine line.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I just want to be around
your
my
friends,
people.
man. Everybody your friends.
I just want to be around people, and everybody should just want to be around people that have their best interest at heart.
Yes,
you can trust everything. You can trust all good things, bad things with that person. You know what I mean? You can call that person late night. That person get out of the bed for you, just like you would get out of the bed for that person. It's just like that. You know what I'm saying? You should be in the top 10 of being a friend of somebody where they feel like they can call you. You dig?
And to notice that you get out of the bed for me, do it because you're doing it because it's sincere. Because I got out of the bed for you.
Yeah, but I'm going to be kicking and screaming getting out that bed, but nevertheless, I'm going to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm going to do what I have to do because that's, these are my people. You know what I mean? I know they'll do it for me without a doubt. But I don't want it one-sided where a person can feel like they can come to me and be, give me shit, shovel they shit on me. I like to smell good sometimes, man. Don't keep piling shit on me, man. I don't want to stink, man. I want to smell good. Sometimes put on some good cologne, bathe and, look clean. Don't throw shit on me. Don't shovel your shit on me.
For real, don't throw everything on me. Damn.
I don't want to step on your shit, in your shit. I don't want to
lay shit on me.
I don't want to spill shit on me. I don't want none of that shit. Especially if I ain't throwing it on you. Because I don't believe I'm that type of person that really throw my troubles on people like that anyway. I'm staying strong. I don't know if I deal with that foolish pride like that, but for the most part, I don't really have those type of issues and shit. I'd rather, leave me alone type
shit. Not only that, you do your own thing. You'll figure out yourself, before you even throw it on somebody. I'm the same way with you. Like you said, you know what I'm saying? And some things, could be to a heart. I'm always always saying, you don't want nobody help, you don't want nobody for help. Okay. You know what I mean? It's not that, Mom. It's just that I like to figure it out myself. Right. I can't give everything to everyone. Right. But as I get older now, I do need assistance. But I know who to go to for certain things. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Whether it's financial, because I'm a person that I don't, like you said, going back to the money part.
Right.
I'm a guy. I don't believe in the borrowing system. I'm gonna ask to hold nothing, motherfucker. Right. So, but still, it might come a time where I'm gonna call on my man right here though.
Right.
For that finance.
Right.
or my other friend who I
Right.
know for some
Right.
in the air. Something just happened to me, man, emotionally with
Right.
somebody probably infidelity with a woman or however.
Right.
Got that in my God, trust you,
Right.
pal.
Right. Right.
You understand?
Right. And I just, when you're dealing with people, and even family can be the worst people that you deal with too.
You know
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
family can be the ones that really shit on you real good. Like I said, they know all your secrets. So they can shit on you and use you and abuse you because they know your weaknesses and they know your strengths. People can play you based upon those things. You just have to be sharp and strong enough to be able to understand what's going on around you. You know what I'm saying? And deal with and have that hater spray and that hater block ready at all times. Because people gonna act like they're your friends, be it family members or whoever, but they're really not your friends. Man, do the track record, see who's who and what's what. And you're not gonna keep doing me dirty. You're not gonna keep being foul, disrespectful to me, and we're gonna be friends. You shouldn't want me to be your friend if I'm foul and disrespectful to you.
At the same
I'm
time,
tired of you anyway. It's only a matter of time before I'll smack your motherfucking mouth loose.
slap fuckers
You know
out,
what I'm saying?
chuckers, you heard?
For
For
it's
real.
a matter of time
Don't believe
before
that
I
way.
fuck your eyes up,
Don't
have
believe
your
that
eyes
way.
fucked up. You know what I mean? It's only a matter of time.
I don't even want you in my
But go
circumference,
for it,
but
though,
if
kid.
you
You know
gotta
what
go through that,
you know
man,
what
for
it is
real,
at the end of
man.
the day.
Slap fuckers out, chuckers. If I gotta go back, if I gotta revert, that's the next topic. Reverting back to who you used to be in the manner where it could have got you in trouble.
Word.
Hey, reverting back to your old ways could be a motherfucker. Pardon my language.
Right.
But anywho, yeah. Know who your friends are. You
Yeah,
dealing with
I know.
circumference of people and you think that's that's my friend, that's my bestie. You got 4 and 5 besties. I see people like that on Facebook. That's
But you know what though? People can have a
they
bunch
can
of
have,
best
I
friends.
ain't but
You can have a bunch of best friends and
these
stuff
people I be
like
knowing
that.
them, but I be knowing
Yeah, but you can have them.
No,
That's cool.
it's
That you
cool.
can
That's
have
cool. That's how you
some
live in
best
your
friends and stuff like that. That's all right. But
man,
I
fucking
just
shake my
don't want.
stinking
But
ass.
we all gotta be best friends though. You know what I'm saying? Like we all gotta be homies. Like we all vibe together. So
Sure,
it's easy for me to be able to move around like that because all of my friends basically are my friends. We all are friends together anyway.
Yeah.
We done been around each other on different levels. We know each other's peoples and stuff like that. It ain't like, friends where you really don't know who this person is or what have you. You ain't really been over this person's house. And I'm not going to be meeting you at no club talking about this my boy, cheers and all that bullshit. Them days over. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta get to know you. You should want to get to know me.
Detail of it all.
You know what I mean?
Fuck the big
Because I
picture.
really don't know a lot of people and they really don't know me. You know what I mean? But the ones that I know. You know that saying, if you know, you know. But anyway, check out Campfire Talking Podcast. It airs every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Last week was a little situation. We handled it. It's all good at the end of the day. We back in business, about to get out there in them streets and do what we do. You know what I mean? But like I always say, aim for the universe and the galaxies because most of these suckers can't get past the street lights. Check their resumes. Them dudes ain't been nowhere but a family reunion. They ain't never jump on the plane to go to Vegas. They ain't never jump on the plane to go to Cali. They ain't never jump on the plane to go to Texas. They ain't never going to get on no plane to go overseas. Pandemic really shut it down and they happy.
But
They
not only that,
don't want to go nowhere.
they didn't even
Anyway.
get on a mental plane.
They want that 2-mile radius.
You know what I said? No, I'm saying.
Yeah, but they
you know
want
what I
that 2-mile radius though. That circle around all
said?
day.
Niggas know how to travel and know.
Circle around 1,000 times and
And
let
know.
the police see him and shit.
Hey, yo,
You know
check
what I mean?
me out, though.
But go for it, kid.
Check me out though, right? Thought for the day, right? I heard me? You know the drill now, right? Money can't buy friends, but it will buy a better class of enemies.
A better class.
Capture that.
A better
Speed
class.
on and get peed on.
Ooh-wee. Drip,
Ain't
drip.
no more to it, motherfucker.
Well, you know what it is.
Shit,
at the
we
end of the
done?
day. Go ahead and do your dance, man. Do
I
your
got
happy
no dance to
dance. You
do.
got no happy dance?
How
Okay.
many of us have them?
All right.
We ain't
Like we
friends.
say at the end of
No
the day,
more.
knowledge. You put them together, that means peace.
We ain't friends like we used to be. How did it end? Cold War.
Peace.
Peace.
Cold world.
We out of here, man.
Whole world.